Last time we went into this, Mike Trout was an unbelievable captain. Heading into 2026, there's a certain someone that needs to be the captain of this team. I think he patrols right field for the New York Yankees.
Yes!
Mr. Aaron Judge, let's go!
Getting the chance to have USA across my chest and represent all the great people in our country and represent what this country means is a pretty special honor.
I've always wanted to play for Team USA. They had a great group last time, and just excited to be another piece of that.
When I was named manager, the first guy I thought of was number 99. I reached out to Trout yesterday, told him, he said, he's the one.
You want to go out there and win? I think that's the biggest thing.
That's what the U.S. is about. We're winners. We got to go out there and do what we do.
I couldn't be more fired up for Aaron Judge to be the captain for Team USA. I need a redo on that.
No, that's okay. So that was last month.
Yeah.
You at Yankee Stadium with Aaron Judge. But before that, you announced here on MLB Central that Aaron Judge would be the captain of Team USA. By the way, welcome to a brand new hour of MLB Central.
Of World Baseball Classic.
Yeah, Jake Peavy, Mark DeRosa, Robert Flores. Lauren is doing her TBS duties. She was with us with the first hour. I'm kind of nervous. I'm excited.
All right.
So why don't you take it away? You got another roster announcement.
So here's the deal. Number 99, obviously, we wanted to be captain when myself and Mike Hill started to sit down and put this thing together, right? He's the first guy you think of, and he doesn't disappoint. 414, an OPS of 12. He's doing everything. And the boys would follow suit. But the knock on the U.S. has always been, and with no disrespect to the guys that have come, Peave, you've done it twice, is can we get the best arms there in March?
That's always a challenge.
Well, look, it was a challenge for me is how I got on this first team.
Yeah.
USA was a lot of starting pitchers that were held close by the organization. We're seeing what this means now to the game of baseball. Now, I think we're giving.
So once Aaron was taken care of, my dad always said to me, the game begins and ends on the mound.
Of course.
Okay. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm making one phone call, right? Who's the first phone call I'm making? I'm going big game hunting. And I think we got the guy we're going to hand the ball to, hopefully, in the championship game, and we're going to hand the ball to, hopefully, in whatever game he wants
From the Pittsburgh Pirates, Paul Skenes.
This is game-changing, people.
Congratulations, man. How you
This is
doing?
no excuses out there, United States of America. Nah, it couldn't be more fired up.
Aaron Judge is Captain America. This is the Winter Soldier. Here.
I just want to tell you, when I called him, he screened my phone call, which I knew he would. Never talked before. And I left a message, right? And he called me right back. And I said to him, I said, Paul, I'm going to try and build the dream team. And if I'm building the dream team, you're in the starting rotation. And your words were, I'm in.
Yeah.
And it was no hesitation. It kind of took, there's usually a lot of selling that goes in this. But with your military background, everything, I mean, why is this so, or why was this so important for you? No-brainer.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, when we talked, it almost felt like I was selling you on it. Yeah, I mean, it's important. Obviously, I mean, when I was coming through high school, the thing that I thought I was going to be doing right now was flying jets rather than playing, in Major League Baseball stadiums against the best of the best. So I've gotten the chance to wear USA across my chest a couple times, gotten to wear it in a couple different, fashions.
Yeah.
Obviously in camo and obviously in the baseball uniform. And this is one thing, as a fan of the game, watching the previous World Baseball Classics, that I was like, if I ever get the chance to do this, I'm never saying no. So this is going to be the first one, hopefully.
These are some images of your previous experience with the United States across your uniform here. What do you recall about these moments here?
Yeah, that was in Amsterdam, I think. The biggest thing I recall is that we didn't win gold. So that's the goal this time.
This
around.
was during college.
Both in college.
But then you also have experience with Team USA as part of a 12 youth.
Yeah, I didn't even know this.
Yeah. So I went to Mexico. Team USA was the only time that I've ever been overseas. So went to Mexico when I was 12 and Amsterdam after my sophomore year at college, and didn't win gold either time. But
how about this shot? Huh?
Yeah, there it is. Back
Look
when
at that.
when I hit.
So take me from Air Force to LSU. Did you just get to a point where you're like, okay, I'm going to put flying jets on hold and representing my country on hold? we got something special going on.
Yeah, I think there's a point. There was a point that I got to during my sophomore year at college where it was like, basically, you see people enlist, you see people, become an officer and all that in the military when they're 30, 40, years old. So you can kind of do that at a different point in your life. Baseball, you don't see guys signing and entering the minor leagues when you're 30, 40 years old. So I had one shot to do it.
The thing that blows me away, first off, I'm so honored and humbled that you agreed to be a part of the team. But the way you attacked it when I called you on the phone, putting USA across your chest, and I'm telling you, and Pete, we can talk about it because we played in it. When you get in that room and you put that jersey on, man, something comes over you, and it's different. And I can't begin to tell you, like, not only how proud I am to get a chance to manage you, and you're going to get to work with Andy Pettit and do your thing, but to do it with USA across your chest, it's just different.
Oh, it's absolutely different when you're talking about the best players in the world, and when you're talking about the team that Dominican's going to run out, the Japanese, and so on.
Pujols was here yesterday. He goes, "We're not going anywhere. We'll see. We're coming."
Hey, here's what I'll say to you. I know you started the All-Star game, went to the All-Star game. The coolest part for me with Team USA was the workouts, was getting ready for the tournament, is going to the field with an All-Star team every day. America's best, and I learned so much. Me and Al just went through what I learned from Clemens and those guys, but Jeter and
from a position player standpoint, it's a no-brainer to do this. But like, one of the things he said to me that really resonated with me is he's like, if you need me to help recruit, I know, what'd you say? I know I'm a 22-year-old and just got to the big leagues, but if you need me to push somebody over the edge pitching staff-wise, like.
What would you tell him, Paul, if you had the opportunity to talk to a fellow big leaguer about taking part in this opportunity? What would you tell him?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a very good recruiter, very good salesman, but I think the biggest thing is wearing USA it's unlike anything else, and to do it on this stage, the World Baseball Classic. There's no bigger stage to do it. So. Who knows? You may only have one opportunity to do it, so why not?
Here's your recruiting pitch. Come on and be my stablemate.
Exactly.
And
that's what he
don't
said.
want to be stablemates with the best.
When you watched the last World Baseball Classic, USA against Japan, Trout versus Ohtani in the championship game, what did you think when you were watching it at home?
Yeah, that was back when I was an Angels fan, so it was a pretty cool moment. To watch it come down to those guys, and again, it's the biggest moment in baseball, I think, and to really just like, if I ever have the opportunity to do this, I'm going to.
Are we going to attack Ohtani? You faced Ohtani last year, got him, then he got you. How was that matchup?
It's cool. A little bit surreal, but yeah, I mean, you kind of have to put that on the back burner a little bit and hunker down and get outs.
That's right.
I know that the guys in our next segment are going to break down. You pitched very well yesterday against the Mets. The Mets are a very good ball club. What were your overall impressions facing that lineup for the first time this year?
Yeah, they're deep. Saw them last year a couple times. Obviously, they got a little bit better this year. They're a good ball club. You can't really get away with too many mistakes.
Yeah, like you said, that deep lineup. When you're talking about Alvarez and some of those guys down there hiding in the bottom.
Well, we got him here.
Yeah, that's right.
I want him to teach a little bit.
That's right. We're going to have much more with Paul Skenes in studio.
Are you kidding me?
Very special day here on MLB Central.
Keep your phones next to you, American pitchers. Here we come.